Hey folks, Nathan here from Star Wars Beyond the Films, Star Wars Reports, Rebels Roundtable, and the Star Wars Timeline Gold, bringing you a look at the first of the new Rogue Squadron cycle of Force Packs for the Star Wars LCG, or Living Card Game. Star Wars the card game from Fantasy Flight Games. First thing you'll notice with this is the packaging is different. They now come in these types of packages, and you've got a little thing that'll sit here on top of the cards. That's basically what the back of the boxes used to tell you. I like the fact that it now has a little QR code that lets you see the different items on the inside. This lays out basically the same concept stuff that you would normally get, plus letting you know which objective sets are in here. In this case, it's 141 to 145. Then this thing sits actually behind the cards. So facing one direction, like if it's facing this way, you're going to see that whole image, whereas if it's facing that way, you'll see this with the cards kind of sitting right in front of it. It is a different packaging style, probably a cheaper packaging style for Fantasy Flight Games here, and does a good job of protecting the cards. You'll find when you get this, that as you're opening it, a little folded up sheet will fall out. That's this. This is the first time that a Force Pack, or a new cycle of Force Packs, has required a rules update. So we have the Ready for Takeoff Force Pack rules update. Basically, the gist here is that they're introducing pilots for vehicles. Plays a lot like what you would have from the old CCG from Decipher. You can basically have a standard ship. Let's take the TIE Interceptor here, the 181st TIE Interceptor. That can play by itself as a unit. So can this guy, Baron Fell. Or, because he's listed as a pilot, you can use this special ability here, Pilot 2. So instead of paying the 4 to put him out there as far as a resource cost, pay 2 instead. Stick him onto something like that TIE Interceptor. While he's on it, he's considered a pilot, and this text here that's in parentheses becomes active. Any other text that's on there stays active. In his case, he doesn't have any. In fact, the only one in this case that actually does have a situation like that is Derek Hobby Clivian. But we're getting ahead of ourselves, I suppose. Let's take a look at our new objective sets. We have a new setup here for these videos because I'm in a different room. The other table's being taken up by Teach from Home stuff at this point. So from now on, as we have our extra copy of each objective set, you'll see those up at the top. There is an extra one for all of these this time. 2 light side, 3 dark side. Let's take a look at them. We start with, for the Rebel Alliance, we've got Rogue Squadron Assault with Derek Hobby Clivian. Again, he's got a Pilot 1 with nothing behind it, and an interrupt that works at any time. Rogue Squadron X-Wing, another of those. Pilot Ready Room, and Stay on Target. The other light side one this time is for Scoundrels and Spies. We've got Memories of Tanab, or Smugglers and Spies. Memories of Tanab, Lando Calrissian. System Patrol Craft, another System Patrol Craft. Connor Net, and a little maneuver. We then have for the Imperial side, or the dark side, we've got the Sith Black Squadron Formation. Mauler Mythal, Black 2, TIE Advanced, Death Star Ready Room, Stay on Target. For the Imperial Navy, we have the Empire's Elite, the previously seen Baron Fell, 181st TIE Interceptor, another of those, Flight Academy, and another Stay on Target. And finally, for Scum and Villainy, we have the Grand Heist. Niles Farrier, really scraping the bottom of the barrel to find characters here. We then have Novice Starship Thief, a second Novice Starship Thief, Pirate Hideout, and finally Salvage Operation. Not necessarily the coolest selection of characters here. I mean, cool to see Baron Fell, cool to see Lando in a different form here, but not necessarily one that got me really excited as far as character selection as a big Legends fan. But I really like the concept of this new pilot mechanic. Kind of interesting they didn't introduce it before now, but now it is here, so it may be changing up the way you play with your objective sets.